Hello friends, I'm Antony. Welcome to Success Steps. Success is a beautiful word, very inspiring, motivating and enthralling. In this fast growing and busy world, success is desired to be gained by everyone. In all fields like education, sports, profession, business, relationships, politics, so on. Whereas the word failure fetches fear because the fact is no one likes to fail in life. The meaning of success differs from person to person. It may be attaining health, prosperity, fame, happy family life, etc. In life, setbacks and failures are a part of human nature and growth. Failure may tear you down and make you feel terrible about yourself. But if you nurture a strong affiliation with failure, you can use it as a powerful tool for understanding and being even more successful. Failure is very much a part of the success journey. It teaches you more than success. Failure encourages better thinking. It forces you to look back and ask why you failed. Why didn't that work? What went wrong? Failure allows you the opportunity to acknowledge and take responsibility for your mistakes. Grow from it and move on. It shapes you as a person and makes you resilient and wiser. It makes you a humbler person. It builds character. It can make you stronger and more honest with yourself. It can also help you to trust yourself more for future decision making. Hence, failure is actually more advantageous than success. In NLP, that is neuro-linguistic programming, we draw on one of the presuppositions that there is no failure, only feedback. Let us look at few most amazing successful personalities around the world who shaped success stories from failure. Albert Einstein. The word Einstein is associated with intelligence and epitomizes genius. We all know him as one of the most brilliant minds to have ever lived, but was once considered a major failure. In fact, he did not speak until he was 4 years old. His parents thought he was subnormal. He was expelled from school and his teachers described him as mentally slow. Albert Einstein said, "Failure really is just success in progress." Michael Jordan, an American former professional basketball player, was dropped from his high school basketball team for a lack of skill. And you know, the legacy of Michael Jordan is matchless. He confessed, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Steve Jobs, a visionary and a genius, was a charismatic pioneer of the personal computer era who transformed the Apple company into a world leader in telecommunications. Apple's revolutionary products like the iPhone and iPad are now seen as the evolution of modern technology. But you know, at the age of 30, he was left devastated after being abruptly removed from the company he started. Bill Gates, the American business magnate and philanthropist, was a Harvard University dropout and his first business, Trafo Data, was a failure. However, skill and a passion for computer programming turned his failure into a pioneer of famous software company Microsoft, and the then 31-year-old into the world's youngest self-made billionaire. In his words, "It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to hear the lessons of failure." Friends, most of us relish the fast food from the chicken restaurant chain KFC. Do you know its founder, Colonel Sanders, was a failure till the age of 65 and facing financial crisis? He borrowed $87 and started making fried chicken wings. He failed 1,009 times before he could actually sell his first franchise. By the age of 88 years, Colonel Sanders finally had a taste of success, turning out to be a billionaire. Soichiro Honda was a Japanese engineer and industrialist. He was a renowned visionary of the automobile industry. He was passed over for an engineering job at Toyota Motors Corporation and left unemployed. Finally, he established Honda Motors Company Limited, one of the world's biggest and most innovative auto companies, which oversaw its expansion from a wooden shack manufacturing bicycle motors to a multinational automobile and motorcycle manufacturer. He said, "Tend to become an obstacle when you try to do something new." Walt Disney, the great artist, actor, commercialist, motion picture and television producer and a showman, a famous pioneer of animated cartoon films and the creator of cartoon characters such as Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, had an enormous imagination and ingenious humor and energy. His inspirations developed Disneyland, a huge amusement park, well-loved amusements for children of all ages throughout the world. He started Laugh-O-Gram films, which failed. He was fired from a newspaper company for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. Whereas later, he raised as a phoenix bird from the ashes. He even created the circumstances to enable get it emerged. The Disney creativity strategy, a model developed as neuro-linguistic programming tool by NLP expert Robert Dills. This strategy separates out three vital roles for the client: the dreamer, the realist, and the critic. His achievement as a creator of entertainment makes him one of the successful industrialists in history. The Walt Disney Company he founded has become one of the world's leading producers and providers of largest entertainment conglomerates. His famous quote, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." Henry Ford, an American automobile manufacturer, was a failure at three businesses before finally succeeding with Ford Motors Company at the age of 53. He created the Model T and went on to develop the assembly line mode of production, which revolutionized the automobile industry. As a result, Ford sold millions of cars and became a world-famous business leader. He said, "If you always do what you have always done, you will always get what you have always got." Abraham Lincoln, an American statesman and a self-taught lawyer, legislator, and vocal opponent of slavery. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest presidents in the United States of America's history for his leadership and his eloquence in speeches. Abraham Lincoln entered a steady stream of failure and defeat in his life. If you want to learn about somebody who didn't quit, look no further. He could have quit many times, but he didn't, and because he didn't quit, he became one of the greatest presidents in the history of America. Undoubtedly, Abraham Lincoln is the greatest example of persistence, a model to inspire people to overcome life's difficulties. Thomas Alva Edison was the greatest American inventor, having a world record of 1,093 patents covering key innovations and minor improvements in wide range of fields including telecommunications, electric power generation, mass communication, sound recording, motion pictures, etc. You know, he had just 3 months of schooling, a hyperactive child prone to distraction, deemed problematic by his teachers, and was told that he was too stupid to learn anything. He attended school briefly but was principally educated at home by his mother and in his father's library. He lost his hearing at the age of 12. He was fired from his first 2 jobs for being non-productive. As an inventor, Edison made 10,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. Thomas Edison said, "I haven't failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His famous quote proved that the failure defeats losers, but it inspires winners. Dr. APJ ABDUL Kalam once said, Don't read success stories, you will only get a message. Read failure stories, you will get some ideas to get success. My dear friends, it is rightly said, if you have never failed, you have never tried anything new. Failure is the key ingredient that will unlock all kinds of life-altering experiences. The best success habit is getting trained for handling failures. How does one handle failures? Many times this question arises in my seminar sessions. Let me acquaint you with a few steps which will instill courage in you to handle failures. The first one, learn to embrace your emotions. Failure is accompanied by a variety of emotions such as sadness, anger, shock, denial, humiliation, embarrassment, nervousness, which are uncomfortable. Don't try to discard feeling bad after failure. Just accept how bad you are feeling, as feeling bad is motivating. It can help you work harder to find better solutions so that you will improve next time. The next important thing to do is to console yourself. When you get to know that your efforts have failed, yes, my dear, it is your efforts that have failed, not you. There is always a hope that next time you can succeed. Remind yourself of more pragmatic thoughts about failure, such as failure is never the end of the road. You can handle failures and learn from them. It's a sign that you accepted a challenge to do something difficult. Practice being gentle towards yourself. Believe that you can bounce back. It is simply an indicator that we need to put more effort into our lives in order to get the desired results. Eliminate the word failure from your vocabulary. By becoming fearful or crying over it, you are doubting your abilities and thus projecting yourself as weak. Just accept it, benefit from it and move on. Remember, there is no failure, there is only feedback. Failure defeats losers, but it inspires winners. Change your mindset. Swap it from fixed mindset to growth mindset. Remember, you can't change the past, but you sure can change the future by working on present. Stronger mindset provides emotional stability and balance. Reflect on past successes to remind yourself that you are more than capable of achieving whatever it is that you set your sights on. Also make sure to reflect on your past failures to remind yourself that you have always had the ability to move forward and overcome. No matter what it is you are facing, you are always stronger than failure. Introspect or do self-reflection. Failure can be a great teacher if you are open to learning. Ask quality questions to yourself. Listen to the responses. Identify the reasons you failed. Think about what you can do differently next time to avoid that mistake. Take action on what you have revealed. Your steps must be constructive instead of destructive. This will ensure your failure has become a life experience and you have learned from it. Consult to a counselor, coach or therapist. Counseling is always a healthy option. There are many internationally accepted proven techniques and practices available with trained professionals who work with clients on strategies to overcome obstacles and personal challenges that you are facing. They help to build a strong mindset and make you feel empowered and stronger than ever. Dear friend, life may be full of disappointments, failures and setbacks. But none of these things can permanently stop you if you have a sturdy mind. You have the power within you to overcome anything that life throws at you. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Failure will never overtake you if your determination to succeed is strong enough. Come out of your comfort zone, seek challenges, push yourself, adopt the right mindset and persistence as a defense mechanism. In a nutshell, a biggest failure, a biggest problem, a biggest obstacle can be the biggest turning point in your life. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button and share it with your family and friends. Please subscribe this channel for more videos.